little bit of coffee stains on my shorts because I spilled the coffee on the way here. You can tell because they need help with the presentation because they left my glasses on the car. But anyways, we'll do it the best we can. I have a faithful that's sitting over there to help me do the slide because I have no idea what to do here. Anyway, like Dr. Ian said, I run the Ataxia project. And just a little bit about that. Well, a little bit about me first of all. I know I speak funny, kind of like everybody else here, but you know what that's like. But the one good thing that I did find out about it is that people have to listen to you a little closer. So with that being said, and because I also have ataxia, I would very much appreciate if the conversations would get done because I get distracted easily. I'll start thinking I'm in a cartoon somewhere. Anyways, I was diagnosed this some 20 years ago, and I'm not going to bore you with the details because we've all got our story, and although they're all significant, they're all very similar. About 15 years ago, I decided that I had had enough of Chicago not having a support group, so I started one. Been going ever since then, and about 4 years ago, I don't know if you've ever heard of him, Dr. Gomez ran the Ataxia clinic up in Minnesota, transferred down to Chicago, and then was born the Ataxia Fund. I had done some fundraising for him to get his clinic off the ground, and last year we became the Ataxia Project. And if you've been watching Facebook, if you're one of my friends on Facebook or fans of the project, whatever, please say hello to me sometime later on because I always like to meet everybody that's acquainted with us somehow. But we had a very successful walkathon in June. We had the Illinois Secretary of State there, and we had Dr. Gomez. We had some 150 people there. We raised like $12,000 for the cause. I know that's not a lot. I've BD events for like the ALS Foundation where the walkathons are doing like 100,000 and stuff. We're going to get there. Brief overview for some of you people that have just been thrown into this wonderful world of ataxia, or some of you family members, or some of you friends that are just here to support whoever, and we'll give you a little bit of information on it. Ataxia is a little neurological disorder with depression, life-altering ramifications. I'm sure you all know what those are because you've all experienced them. Some of the symptoms: impaired or complete leg impairments, slurred speech, as you can tell by mine, vision problems. Some of us just have blurred vision. Some of us have nystagmus, which is rapid eye movement, where you have trouble focusing on anything. And some of us, like me, that have double vision. So it's really cool because this crowd is twice as big as it really is to me. Inability to write. I used to write real good. I used to draw real good. I'm sure that many of you did too, but that kind of vanishes. Moderate to severe fatigue, and we know how that goes. You know, you get up in the morning and 1, 2 o'clock you're ready you go for a cup of coffee, but you know, the best thing to do is take a nap. If you're tired, take a nap. Some people get tremors or shakes. You can see as I'm standing here, my legs are kind of wobbly, and you know, when you're reaching for something, you can't zero in on it very well. And other complications depending on the type that you have. For instance, Friedrich's involves, you know, some complications with the heart, and there's swallowing problems, and you know, some have more severe vision and hearing problems. So it's a mixed bag of garbage, and we just gotta try and sort through it the best we can. The causes. It's hereditary. A lot of them are hereditary due to an defective gene. There's also what's called sporadic, which means that the powers that be, the great doctors over time don't know where it came from, and it could have come from a number of different causes. For instance, a drug or alcohol addiction. Trauma, such as an accident or a fall. If you hit your head, you can wake up and start walking funny, and you don't realize what happened. A stroke, which is actually another kind of trauma, but it can cause ataxia in some people.
She's going to leave you for now.
Actually, vitamin deficiency can also cause it, mainly vitamin E. That's not a very common thing, but it is a possibility. Now we're going to talk about the two U's. As my wife was saying earlier, you know, some of us get thrown into this great world of ataxia. It's like being thrown into the ocean and trying to swim somewhere. And it's just really hard to do. There's you, the person, which is the person that got the ataxia. It's you before the ataxia, but you've got to remember it's also you after the ataxia. Then there is the ataxia, which is, once again, you, the person with ataxia. You've got to keep them separated. Ataxia doesn't define you, you have to define ataxia. It doesn't have you, you have it. Okay, and the more you hammer that idea into your head, and the more you try to keep your positive attitude and your thinking caps on, the better off you're going to be, because it's just really easy to get lost and never be able to find your way out of it. The main thing is, don't use ataxia as an excuse. I'm the kind of person that, you know, from day one when I was little up until now, I hit the floor with my feet running in the morning. I've got to do things. I can't sit still. Even when I'm sitting still, I can't sit still. But the thing to remember is that, once again, ataxia does not define who you are. If you don't feel like doing something, it's because you didn't feel like doing something, whether you have ataxia or not. If you, well, how can I say, if you have an idea in your head that you're not doing something because you have ataxia, or because of one of the symptoms, you're only kidding yourself and you're only trying to cover it up. The thing is, if you are an energetic person, if you have goals, if you have chutzpah, as they say, you will have it with ataxia or ataxia, it just kind of clouds it up a little bit. So remember that, you know, whatever you want to do, you can accomplish with the ataxia or not. I used to be a musician, played bass guitar in bands for, you know, well over 20 years. And that's probably the part that killed me the most, is that I can't do that anymore. I switched from playing guitar to DJing because that was the next closest thing.